Hey, so today I'm gonna talk about some stupid fucking topic, except this is probably not gonna be an edited video because it's one of those where I want to focus more on the topic and the point I'm trying to make rather than really anything else. Because, like I said, if I'm editing a video, it's usually because I'm like trying to like make it, I don't know, something more, I guess. Because like it's like, oh, the topic's already stupid, so it's like whatever, just go stupid and make pointless edits and really put no effort in. But like, I want to talk like I want to talk about something that's just kind of getting to a point where it's like I see it almost every day, like on the internet, just everywhere. Like no matter where I go, Twitter, YouTube, doesn't matter. I'll fucking see it everywhere. And it's this problem, this annoying problem on the internet where it mostly affects media, like mostly video games, and I would say probably anime is probably like another big thing that gets affected by this. But it's like this, like I just don't really know like what exactly like I'm trying to say, like what exactly like I'm thinking specifically. But I know like I have the examples of what I want, but I don't really, I usually try to like condense it into like one word or something like that, or like a short sentence that's like, oh, this is what I'm talking about. But in this case, I can't really condense it because it's just a myriad of bullshit. It's things like games or anime that come from like Japan, and then like Americans or Canadians or British or whatever, Western English speaking countries like butcher it. They butcher translations. They complain. They bitch. They moan. They censor. They whine. Like it's one of those types of things, right? Now there's a lot of topics that I just like at the end of the day, people can see like a lot of the things I talk about as fence sitting, but it's solely because I don't, some cases I don't pick a side because I fucking hate both sides, and sometimes I don't pick a side because I just don't give a shit about the sides. But this is a time when I will be vocal about something I fucking despise, and that's this exact thing. Now, I've been seeing a lot of discourse on Twitter for some fucking reason where and what's weird is I don't even follow these people. I just for some reason see them. So I don't know what the fuck's up with that. But there's this thing that happens in the West specifically where there's this small minority of people, right? And they are insanely loud. Like, people always talk about, oh, the or like was it the vocal minority, the loud minority? I don't know what the fuck you call it. And no, I'm not saying minority as in a group of people, like, a race or gender. Like, no, I mean like a minority as in the people who are not in the majority. I'm not talking about like a specific, type of person. I'm just talking about this weird little group of people who could range from anything from man to woman, gay to straight, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. Just the thing is, this little vocal minority is probably one of the biggest plagues on literally the entirety of the West, basically. Like America, Canada, the UK. Like these little groups are probably some of the most fucking demented and destructive towards entertainment and media in general. Because somehow you can have these majority multi millions of people who like fawn over something, they love something, they don't want it to change, they care about this thing, and somehow that small group of people who just bitch and moan will always get their way over those people. And it's like, what the like, why? Like, why is it because one random person bitches and moans, an entire multi-billion-dollar company will fucking fall to their hands and knees and beg for that person's forgiveness? But when the entirety majority of the people who like the product or whatever the thing they're making is like on their side, they immediately turn against them because they're like, why are you fucking changing the shit that we enjoy just because some random person didn't like it? And that's kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to like I guess localization of things like video games and anime and all that. Because as most people have probably seen by now, America in particular is very obsessive over censorship for some fucking reason. Like, they really want everything to be neutered. They want, if a show has a hot female in it, well, you better cover her up. That's scandalous. And why is she skinny? Why is her skin light? Why is she cisgendered? Why does she not have a penis? Why is she not black? Why is she not fat? Why is she not something? It's always that, right? And that's the thing too. Like, it's a small minority who do this. It's that small minority who spend their entire lives bitching on Twitter, and then they get their way because they bitch enough that it annoys people. Either that, or like the person they're bitching at is like so scared of being called a bigot that they're just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, we'll censor, we'll censor, we'll censor, please, please don't cancel us, please. And it's just like what is this shit? Because on Twitter there's been a lot of like translator localizers who, like, when a game comes over and it's their job to like translate what is being said in the game or the anime, what they do is instead they don't translate it at all. They write what they want to write. So while like one dialogue could say something like, oh, I was abandoned by my mother because she didn't want me, right? So it's like, oh, a sad moment where like the characters like venting about how their mother abandoned them, and they have like emotional baggage. And then the American version or the English version, well, the translators will obviously not translate it correctly, and they'll just be like, my father used to beat me and do horrible things to me, and my mother was the only one that actually cared about me, and she told me men are awful, and I realized that to now is that my father was an awful person and so are men. And then that's just like how the translation comes out. Obviously that's a bit of like a over dramatic version, but that's literally what they do. Because I remember like one of the biggest ones that I saw originally was the Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid one, where the original like version was just one of the characters, this like big titted dragon girl, like Quetzalcoatl or whatever the fuck you say her name. I actually did watch that show. I liked Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. But like the original version had her saying like something about like, I don't know, like she just likes revealing clothing or something. I can't remember how it was, but like the English version was like her saying about how like this human beauty standards and men looking, I don't know. It was just something fucking like inane and stupid. But like here in like the West, they fucking constantly like neuter dialogue, and they make it so it's like, oh, well, like what if a character calls like a woman a bitch? Oh, we can't have that. We have to censor that out. You can't call a woman a bitch in this day and age. And it's like, you can call anyone a fucking bitch. Bitch is not a slur. It is an insult, as it is meant to be. If I call someone a bitch, then they are probably a bitch. And that is not just women. I have called everyone a bitch. That's just a word. They'll take like a thing where there's like, oh, an anime has like fan service, and then they'll like cut that episode out, or they'll put like some like glaring fucking censorship over it. There was even a joke for a while about like anime censorship where like they turned blood into like white liquid so it didn't look like blood, but that one was like obviously a joke that was making satire of the fact that everything is like heavily censored. And the only reason I bring this up is because I'm just kind of tired of hearing about it, right? Like, it's one of those things where it's like I hear it constantly and it's just bickering and bitching, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, I don't follow these people. Like, I just get like this discourse where like someone quote retweets like some ignorant fuckhead who's like saying things like, oh, Japan's an evil country, and oh, their games are, I don't know. It's always calling like Japanese games like problematic, perverted, racist, pedophilic. It's always those words. It's always those big fucking words that make them feel smart and like they're like trying to fucking beat down this fucking country that's like so problematic. But if you fucking took the time to even pay attention to what's going on in Japan, they don't fucking care. You put a game with a titty out and people buy it or they don't. If people don't want it, they don't want it. If they want it, they want it. If people want to see a titty, they see a titty. If people want to see a dude's package, they see a dude's package. That is something that I fucking think that most countries need to just fucking accept, is that if you don't want something, you don't want something. If you want something, you want something. But you shouldn't take something that exists outside of your interest and force it to be molded into what you want. Because it is not for you. If you don't like it, then it is not for you. That is simply how it is. Like, if I fucking touch a, like, I don't know, like Minecraft. Minecraft is a good example. I don't like Minecraft. I've never liked Minecraft. However, I do not think that Minecraft should be changed so that it can, make me like it. Because, like, why? Like, why would you change something that people want for one person who wants something different? It was like when Elden Ring came out and people were like, "Oh, can we get like a difficulty like for people who aren't good at the game?" And it's like, if you're not good at the game, you're not fucking good at the game, okay? The game is a hard game. That is the point of the fucking game. That is what the creator intended, and you cannot tell them to change it because it is their fucking vision. If you want a fucking easy game like that, then make one yourself. Like, I know it's like that's like, oh, it's like, oh, well, they can't really do that. That's like hard and it's like money consuming and all that. But it's like, if you have the time to fucking bitch about such a minuscule thing about a game and you want to try and like make some movement where it conforms to you, then maybe you just need to literally fuck off. Because like when I played Dark Souls 3, I got my ass kicked. I was like, holy shit, this game is too fucking hard. But what did I do? I was like, you know what? Maybe this game isn't for me. And I put it down. But then a year goes by and I pick the game back up and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get better at this game. And I did. And I beat it twice. Because I didn't just like sit there and think, damn, they really need to like lower the difficulty for my dumb ass. Or, man, they got to make this game a little fucking more understandable for me. Like, I can't follow the story at all. Like, oh, man, I don't understand these statistics and shit. Like, oh, what's the statistic on this weapon? I don't understand. They need to fix that. They need to make it so that I can understand it. Not everything needs to be fucking tailored to you. Like, there are people who make these exact types of games that you want, but you're not going to pay attention because it's like an indie game or because that person gives you what you want, which means you have nothing to bitch about because you want to bitch. That's what you want to do. You want to fucking whine and say, give me what I want, change for me. And it's like, no. Like, one of the few times I think like a collective majority, well, actually, I don't know if it's actually, I don't fucking remember this instant at all, solely because I had no interest in it and I could have cared less, was when the Sonic movie developers or whatever, or the people behind it, whatever, they were like bullied relentlessly until they changed it. They changed how Sonic looks. Now, was that a good thing? I mean, the movies are doing good. They're fucking making mad bank off it, so maybe, but is it okay to just harass people because you don't like it? Like, probably not. At the end of the day, I still kind of look back at the Sonic movie and I'm like, while the change was good for this little franchise they're now building off the movie, which it's already part of a franchise, but the movie franchise of it, well, that is at least good. I still think the way it was gone about was not good. It's kind of like how there was like this like large group of people that were like attacking like Masahiro Sakurai, I think his name is, who made Smash Bros because Waluigi wasn't in it. Now, I want Waluigi in Smash. I really wanted him in Smash. I was like, I want Waluigi. I unironically do like Waluigi. I think he's like one of my favorites. And I was sad when he wasn't playable. But like people were like actually like harassing them and it's like, no, that's not how you do this. Like, you can be mad about it. You can be like, oh man, I fucking wanted him in here. You can be a little mad, but like, you can't attack people and you can't just spend your time trying to make them mold what they created to what you see. They are not there to shape your fucking destiny. They're there to make a fucking product that is consumed by people and liked or disliked. It's literally it. And this shit just drives me insane because at the end of the day, it's the thing that this little problem is that some of these problems are, is that especially people from America in particular, is that they love to interject politics and social issues and identity and all that kind of shit. And they love to inject it into everything. Everything. A new game comes out and it's all about who's the main character? What race are they? What gender are they? What is there a political story? Is Trump the bad guy? Is Biden the bad guy? Is a third party the bad guy? Or is this take place in a communist country, a capitalist country, a socialist country? It's every fucking time. And I'm fucking tired. I'm just so tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of the politics and the social shit and the identity in just everything. It's media. It's fucking tainment. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is this fucking necessary? I don't understand. A game comes out and you're supposed to enjoy it. You're not supposed to look at the main character and think to yourself, do I see myself in them? No, it's a fucking video game character. I didn't play Dead Space and look at Isaac and think, hey, we're both white guys. No, I was like, oh shit, Isaac is in a horrible situation. I should probably play as him and make sure he gets out alive. I didn't play Mortal Kombat and then look through the roster and try to find someone that I looked closely like, because at the end of the day, I look like none of them. But I did. Who cares? I literally would pick like Melina or Baraka or someone like that. And do you think I have giant fucking fangs? Do you think that I like to eat people? Do you think I have fucking hidden blades in my arms or size? No. I'm just a fucking dude playing a fucking video game. But something that the people in America especially cannot seem to grasp is that video games are just meant for entertainment. They are there for fun. You fucking play them and then you just go, haha, funny pixels and colors. And if you don't like it, you say, oh, well, I didn't like that. And you fucking go elsewhere. But this fucking like idea that like everything needs to be molded and shaped and everything has a message and everything is political, and in some way this game is against Biden or it's against Trump or it's against Bush or Obama or Clinton or Calvin Coolidge for all I fucking know. But every fucking time, every fucking game, like and like I said, I was also talking about anime because this is kind of just like about how the West treats media, and they treat media like it's gotta be something, like it's gotta be a lecture, it's gotta be a meaning, it's gotta be a fight, it's gotta be politics, it's gotta teach you something, it's gotta be like, it's gotta teach a message about like, oh, guns are bad, or guns are good, or abortions are bad, or abortions are good, or this crime is bad, this crime is good, this and that, this and that, this and that, you better believe in what I believe, otherwise you are the enemy. And it's like, I'm so done. I'm done. I'm just done. Like, I pick up a game to play it and escape, you know? It's kind of just to be like, hey, look, I'm in the world of whatever the fuck I'm playing and I'm having a good ass time, right? That's it. And the same could go for anime, right? You watch it, you're not like sitting there thinking, damn, I really identify with the main character. Like, I didn't watch Bleach and I was just like, oh man, I see myself in Ichigo. No, I was like, haha, Ichigo has the bankais and he's going to kill the uh Hollow? Was that what it's called? I have not seen Bleach in forever, so I don't remember shit. It's been so long. Like it's like I mean like a long time. It's been like probably 10 years since I watched Bleach. Like goddamn, it's been a long time. But my point being is people are so obsessed with seeing themselves in the media that they play that they forget that it's just supposed to be an escape. Like that Dove ad, that fucking Dove ad that everyone's been talking about, and I saw it and I was just like, what? I was like, what is this trying to do? I was like, what is the purpose? Like, who cares? Who cares if your character is skinny or fat? I don't fucking care. I just want to play a good game. Is the game you're making good? Then I don't give a shit. Like, who fucking cares? I've literally played as men, women, everything. I've played games with created characters. I've made a character of like both genders, every race. I've fucking done so much. And not once did I stop and think, huh, this game has a black main character. Therefore, I shouldn't play this because that would be digital blackface. And that's kind of racist. I've never played as a white guy and thought, this guy, I resonate with him. I've never played as a man and thought, man, we both have penises. That is very cool, and I am very attached to this character. No. Like, I just play games I want to play. I watch anime I want to watch. Like, I can fucking sit here and admit that I watch, like, little girly, like, slice of life animes. I do. I watched K-On! I watched Yuri Yuri. I watched Love Live. I watched Idolmaster. I watched Yuru Camp or Laid Back Camp. I watched a lot of like cutesy, like girly, pink and glittery animes, and it wasn't like something where I looked at it and I was like, I resonate with this character. No, I was just like, this is cute. I want to watch it. That's it. That's it. I do what I want to do, which is ironic because I love Mortal Kombat for how violent and gory it is, but then I go and watch cutesy anime. But my point being is like, not everything has to be this fucking like fist fight, this goddamn arm wrestling competition. Who fucking jacks off more and has a bigger fucking arm and is gonna push the other down? It's so fucking just annoying because I see it no matter what, right? Like this is like one of those things where it's like I feel like I literally can't escape it because there will always be a YouTube video on my recommended that says it. Even if I say don't show me this channel, I will still see it. Like, do you know how many times I've like clicked to make sure I don't see like Hassan's stream clips on my recommended, and I still see his fucking stream clips? Do you know how many times on Twitter I've muted someone because they were just hyper political and I didn't want to deal with it, but then I still see hyper politics about media and everything where a new game comes out and suddenly there's a controversy because one character just happens to be black, but guess what? He wasn't portrayed like he was black. He was just happened to be black, but he wasn't portrayed like he was black enough. So now white people are mad because they're like he's not black enough, and then it's a race war on Twitter, and then a new game comes out and there's a female lead, and then people are like, but is she a lesbian? Is she straight? Can I resonate with her? And it's like, why the fuck do you care? Why? It is a game. Play the fucking game or don't. If you don't like it, do not make others change it for you. I do not look at when the new Call of Duty game comes out, I don't think to myself, hey, can you make the game more appealing to me? Because no, I don't like Call of Duty. I never liked Call of Duty. But Call of Duty should not be changed because I didn't like it. No game should. Because imagine if I love Dead Space, because I love Dead Space, and some fucking whiny bitch just goes on and says, I don't like this about Dead Space, and it's something that I really like, and the majority of people like, and it's just one person whining about it nonstop, and the developer's like, okay, we'll get rid of it, just calm down, calm down, calm down, please calm down, have mercy, do not put the hashtags, please, not the hashtag, cancel, whoever the fuck, EA, I think. I don't know if EA made the remake. I don't know who made the remake of Dead Space. I didn't even play the Dead Space remake because I prefer the original, honestly. I don't know. But I'm just done. Like, I just want to enjoy shit, right? Like, whenever I play a game, I want to have fun. I don't want to be lectured on politics. I don't want to be told that my views are wrong or my views are right. I want to just relax. Like, when I turn on Pokemon, I do not want to think about the fact that I am capturing and hurting animals in a game. I do not want to think of the ecosystem of the game. I do not want to think of the politics of the world that my character lives in Pokemon. I do not want to think about the fucking sexual orientation of the random NPCs I run by, nor do I give a shit about their race or anything else. I do not give a shit about like each blade of grass and every little fucking fart fume that comes out of a fucking NPC. When I play the game, I sit back, I catch funny creature, I run around, I scream, I find item, someone kicks my ass, I kick their ass, and then I continue to scream as the funny creature gets bigger. And that is it. When I play Mortal Kombat, I pick characters I like. I say, haha, I'm going to tear this person limb from limb, and then the person is torn limb from limb. Because, haha, funny gore game. Finish him, haha, bones are now outside body. That is it. That is it. I do not want to be lectured. And I especially don't want some fucking Twitter, like terminally online Twitter user fucking telling me that, well, did you know about the politics of this world of a game that you enjoy? And it's like, wow, I sure don't give a shit. Like, do you know how many people like fucking constantly bring up Cyberpunk's fucking like political thing? Because Cyberpunk has like a somewhat like political, I mean, you're technically fighting like the Arasaka thing, which is like political, and you know there's like domestic terrorism shit going on in the game. But like, who cares? It's a game. A game can have like a political fucking thing in it, but as long as it's not fucking lecturing me on what I need to believe in, then I could give less of a shit. If I turn on a game and it's telling me that I need to believe in God, I'm not going to be happy. Just the same as if a game comes on and tells me to not believe in God, I'm going to be like, who the fuck are you to tell me what I can and can't believe? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, so what? Just fucking make games, play games, do games, fuck games. And the same goes with anime. Just fucking watch it. Who gives a shit if the character's like you? Who cares if she's like you for real, for real? Who gives a shit? Do you know how many characters I fucking see that have like the same fucking problems I do, but I still don't point at the screen and be like, they're just like me, I identify. No, I just look at them and I'm like, what a fucking loser. But this is just one of those things where I'm just so fed up. It's just like I want to have fun, right? When a new game comes out, I want to have fun with it. I want to look into it. I want to see if it's something I'm interested in, and if it is, cool. If it's not, cool. If I buy a new game, I don't want to be lectured that I'm in the wrong. If I don't buy a game, I don't want to be lectured that I'm in the wrong or the right or any of that. If I like, I don't care. I just don't care about Atomic Heart and like Hogwarts Legacy when that shit was going on. I didn't even want either of those games, and I still don't. But at the end of the day, the discourse was fucking stupid, and it was that loud minority that just kept screaming. When an anime comes over to America, there's always those fucking loud minority that fucking scream and cry about how something needs to change. This is my representation. I identify with this, or this is bad. This is pedophilic. This is racist. This is sexist. This is something. This is something. This is something. And I'm fucking done. Like, I'm just so done. Like, I just can't. Like how the fuck? How do you take something that is meant for entertainment, meant to be an escape from this shithole of a world, and your first instinct is to drag it into the trash heap? Like, how is that your first fucking instinct? Is to just shit on everything that the people love and try and morph things that aren't for you so that they can be for you while erasing the interest for everyone else? You are not fucking special. You do not get to dictate what the majority wants. And that can be harsh, right? That's like a harsh thing to be in the minority, right? Nobody wants to, you know, have something that they don't like be like loved by the majority, right? Nobody likes that. It sucks. It does suck because you're just kind of like, damn, I really am just like, I'm like in this small little group that doesn't feel the same. That's weird. But at the end of the day, if you can't just like look at that and think to yourself, oh, okay, well, I guess that's just a majority thing, then whatever. If you really can't fucking do that, then maybe you just should not have any kind of internet presence. And maybe you shouldn't own a piece of technology. And just maybe you should live a life without technology. Or at least the most you can have is a TV so you can watch watch Friends on rerun. Because I guarantee you those type of people watch fucking Friends. I don't have anything against Friends. It's just like popular to like make fun of Friends, but like whatever. I don't have a problem with Friends. I like Friends kind of. Some episodes. I don't like Ross. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's all I'm just trying to say. Is I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of interjected politics. I'm tired of trying to send a message. I'm tired of lectures. I'm tired of people trying to change things that everyone loved because they themselves just happen to not like it. Like it's always a majority rule, but somehow the minority always wins. And the only reason they win is because they have the element of saying, I'm going to attack $1 billion company by hurting their internet presence by accusing them of being bad. And companies fold. The second a company gets accused of being like a bad company, they'll just immediately like beg for forgiveness. But if the majority was like calling them out saying like, wow, you're a bunch of pussies, they would just be like, oh, that doesn't matter. You can't cancel us for being pussies, but they can cancel us for being like a bigot. We don't want to be that. So we'll do what they want. And like I said, I fence sit on a lot of things because I either just don't care or I hate both sides with a passion. But this is one where I actually have a side. And I will literally fucking die on this hill that I think that, especially in America, they fucking ruin most things. They ruin most entertainment. They ruin entertainment. They ruin anime, they ruin games, they ruin things that are meant to be an escape from reality and things that are just meant to be fun because they would rather shove their politics and just everything. They'd rather shove their misery in everyone's face and say, I'm better than you. Therefore, this should be about me. This game is about me. This anime is about me. You see that character? You see that female character? She's lesbian now. Maybe she's not canonically, but she's lesbian to me canonically, and which means it's just straight canonical. Like it's asinine. It's stupid, and it honestly it just sets the fucking whole world back because goddamn, America is like almost like starting to adopt like Middle Eastern fucking tactics. Like, oh, women have to cover up those ankles. We can't have women showing their skin. Nope, that's not allowed. Oh, what's that? Fucking, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like I'm so fed up. I just want to enjoy media again. Like I just want to play a game and have fun. I just want to hear music and be like, yeah, good music. I want to watch an anime and be like, hey, this is fun. I don't want every time I like look it up because it's like, oh, I go online, I'm like, oh, how many episodes of this anime are there? And then suddenly there's like 10 fucking like articles, usually from like some cringe place like Kotaku or something, that fucking just like rat on it and be like, this thing is actually kind of problematic. And it's like, it's fucking not. It's an anime. Unless the anime is literally just dropping slurs left and right, I don't think it's problematic. So how about you fucking shut up? A new game comes out and then it's like even if a game was bad, even if a game was badly made, they would still ignore the fact that the game is badly made so that they can make some sort of fucking message. I'm just done. I'm done because I want to have fun. Media is supposed to be fun, and I'm not having fun with it because I swear to God, no matter where I go on the internet, I just see it. And I don't really have anywhere to go but the internet, so fuck. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let these people fucking stop me from enjoying the things I enjoy. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to annoy the ever loving shit out of me. So I'm just tired. I'm just tired of media being this constant contention for who has a bigger dick, basically. It's always just something. So, yeah,